What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Doubt and Devotion podcast. I am your co-host, Billy G.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jared.
And this is another week of catching up, hanging out, and bullshitting with each other. So it's been like a week and a half since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
We normally, we're normally pretty good about being regimented, but, sometimes things come up. We have to schedule the podcast in a few days. And
my pregnant wife and
God, how dare she be
these
pregnant with
hurdles,
twins.
But yeah, a little bit longer of a gap. But what you get into this weekend?
I did. I don't know, quite an eventful weekend, actually. So we did Mackenzie's 12th birthday. She turns 12 on the second day of school. So you got to throw a party beforehand. You know what I mean? Get family down and all that. We had people staying with us. And then I did get a new car as well.
Yeah, I do want to talk about that. Let's talk. Let's tell the people what you got.
Yeah, I did. Well, I got an M5 Touring. The touring part is important.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know about it.
I don't think anybody knows about it.
I love that car.
Me too.
It's the touring. It's a hatchback.
Yes. And the hatchback is not very common in the United States. So the hatchbacks are predominantly made for the UK.
Yeah.
So every brand has a hatchback, whether you know this or not. The Mercedes, Audi.
Do you know the reasoning as to why they are?
I have no
because
idea.
I think they are sick.
Badass, dude.
Even the Audi hatchback. I forget which one it was.
I think it's called the RS. I think it's the RS6.
Six? Okay.
I want to say it's the RS6. The only bad thing about the Audi one, though, man, it looks great on the outside, but the inside, the tech is just
all of them are
very.
Dude, if you compare those, the M5 to it is night.
It is not even close.
Yeah, dude. Like if you
put me,
if you blindfolded me and put me inside the Audi and were like, what kind of car do you? I think I would say Toyota.
Like a Toyota. I think the Toyota may have more in it. The newer Toyotas might have more going on the inside.
And it's been over a decade, right around a decade since I had my A7, and I feel like they haven't changed much.
Nothing.
A little bit. The screen's a little better, but it's still laughable.
It's really it's laughable for what the brand is
and what you pay.
Dude, and granted, Porsche too. Porsche isn't super advanced on the inside. You know what I mean? Their thing is more about performance.
Yeah,
look at the car. I get it. Okay, but BMW and Mercedes, their insides are
Mercedes is
the best, bro. They are just top notch. BMW is really.
I will say
really stepped
that's one car that I absolutely 100% will get again. My 7 Series.
Yeah,
I miss it.
Yeah,
I regret getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to be. It's a rare thing, but I'm trying to be responsible. How I fight the urge to go get another car because I don't need it.
I know.
It's the reality.
I know.
I do not need it, and just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Well, so my lease was coming up. It wasn't up. Okay, I traded in a little early.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, but it was about.
Did you have to roll that in?
No, I paid it off. I just paid it off.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I wanted to. First of all, I was kind of tired of the full electric gig. Okay, now let's get into that for a moment. So. It was my first full electric car, okay? And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed not paying for gas.
Yeah.
Huge S-tier
big time
benefit,
plus.
Okay?
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, my issue, and I think it's because of the car I had, is the range wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Okay? It was only 230 miles. So, if I was going back and forth to Boca to go to my office or whatever, I would have to charge up, every 2 days or so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The real problem comes, though, is if you want to, leave town. If I wanted to go somewhere, man, you got to, really track and plan out your trip or else you're screwed.
Yeah, because it's not super accurate. It depends on your driving.
And once you get on the highway, it kind of goes to shit.
The weight that you have in the car.
Yes,
all
that was a 2-battery car, so it was heavy, man.
Yeah. I hated that about the Tesla, too.
Yeah.
The Plaid. That... When I think we talked about this, I had to charge 3 or 4 times going to Orlando, and that sucks. You don't want to have to stopping once, maybe twice, not horrible, but I don't know. Every car's different. How was it for charging once it was on the supercharger? How long?
A supercharger wasn't bad. It was probably about 20-ish minutes. Not terrible.
Still kind of sucks, man.
It does, and you got to remember too. The more you supercharge it, the more you hurt the battery.
Yeah.
Right. So supercharging is not something you should do all the time. And I learned that mistake because when I first got it, I'm so stupid, bro. So I first got it, and I went and plugged it into the 110. I think I told that
God,
story.
yeah.
I went and plugged it into the 110. I was like, oh my God.
3 days later.
Yes, this is not going to be good. And I was living in an apartment at the time. So I was relying on superchargers. And I definitely believe it degraded the battery a little bit because I lost about 30 miles of range over the life of the car.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I would assume that's really the only complaint, though, right? Because
Yeah. I mean, I had a nice car. Don't get me wrong.
it's sick.
It was a sick car. I loved the inside. I loved the performance of it. It was just, I wanted a little more versatility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to take Charlotte to Disney or go to Orlando or do something, and not
You
have to
think
worry
if the
about
range
that.
was more like
It
350?
would have changed everything. Yes, totally would have changed everything. And that's some of the newer electric ones, like the Lucid, has a really good range, like 400-mile range. That's amazing.
But the Plaid claimed that it had, I think it was 350, and I swear it wasn't. And again, partially my fault. The rims. Like,
Yes, that makes a huge
that's
difference.
way bigger than you think because
Huge
the
difference.
rims on the Plaid are just like
Yes,
you might as
but
well
they're-
put a piece of tinfoil on it.
Yes, but they're supposed to be
Correct.
aerodynamic.
Super light and
Yes.
aerodynamic and made
Yes.
specifically for the car. So these are factors, but at the same time, I don't think that you making the car look how you want it to look should cause such a drastic change.
Yeah.
Where it's like not
Yeah,
I don't want to be dramatic and say not usable, but dude, and one thing about Tesla, I don't know if Porsche was like this. My Hummer's not like this. It would sit and drain battery not being used.
No.
Yeah,
the Porsche wouldn't do that.
I don't get it.
No. It was, it was a great car. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it, but I was ready to step out into something different, and I wanted the hybrid, which is why one of the reasons why I picked the M5. Okay, so
I didn't know that was hybrid.
it is
Oh,
fantastic.
that makes it even more interesting.
Fantastic. So look, you get in, and there's three options. You can go full electric, hybrid, or all gas.
See, that's cool. I did not know that, dude.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So if you plug it in every night, I can get 40 miles of electric charge. Meaning, if I just want to go to the gym, go to the post office,
Yeah,
go to
switch
the
to the
grocery
electric,
store,
baby.
there's no gas, baby.
That's true.
Zero gas. Okay, and then when I want to kick it or I need to go somewhere further, boom! I got
said
a
40?
full powered V8. There.
40 miles?
40 miles.
That's really not bad, dude.
Pretty
So
good.
How far is your office from your house? Is it
It's about 30 miles.
okay? So you
So I can
couldn't
get
do it
about
on one
one way.
charge, 1.5, and then
Yeah,
switch to gas
for sure. But you know what? If you keep it on
Still
hybrid,
cool.
it'll intermittently.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it'll know like, okay, if I'm in traffic and I'm going accelerating nice and slow, it keeps it in the electric mode.
That's sick,
But when I
dude.
put the gas down a bit, the V8 turns
See,
right
I was
on.
always curious exactly how it functioned because I never
Dude,
you could
that's the-
assume, but I never really had to break down
That's
like
the
that.
sweet spot. I'm gonna tell you right now, the hybrid, at least the way they do it, is the sweet
That's
spot.
sick.
Because if I want to just kick it too, man, I just turn the fucking
I'm
hybrid
curious,
off.
Mike. Can you actually look that up? Can you see if the 7 Series if there's a hybrid option for BMW? I want to say there is. That's something I would absolutely do.
Yeah, I'm telling
But
you, it's
anyways,
incredible.
So very happy with the purchase, obviously.
Extremely.
It looks sick. It's such a
it-
sick looking car.
It's the color is carbon black, so it's actually like a bluish black. It's almost like the color of my pants here. They're like it's like really dark
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, they have a BMW 750e X Drive.
Let's go, baby. Okay.
We know where Jared's
check the
going this
nearest
weekend.
dealership? No.
Go to Coconut Creek. Dude, Coconut Creek BMW,
They're legit. I used to
Lo-
get my M8 service there.
the best I've ever
Yeah,
dealt with.
it was a really
legit.
good experience.
Within-
Even getting it serviced, you know how that's a nightmare.
Always.
They had loaner ready, and the loaner's right there.
Yeah.
It was soup. They were on point.
Dude, I got there at 5. I left with my car by 8. That is unheard of.
That's so funny because in my
It's
head I hear
unheard
that
of.
I'm like, ugh. But that is good.
That's very good.
But
Any
it's crazy
car,
that that's good.
any car buying experience is like 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
6 hours, and it's
Guaranteed.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
The whole experience. So that again, I haven't seen it in person as far as the interior, but I saw the pictures you
Oh,
sent,
man.
and I would assume it's probably the same as the 7, and it was amazing. Dude.
Incredible.
The lighting's sick,
The lighting
right?
is great.
It's-
Yeah, yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I
yeah.
first got it, I'm
Yeah.
like, look at sport.
Yeah.
It goes all red. It's sick.
Yeah, and then like I could make it like magenta colored and like
That
you
was
know
that was the one I had on the most, believe
all
it or
sorts
not.
of shit, man. Yeah, it was really cool. Really, and then like even though the lights in the seats light up, like it's just the whole
We
experience
absolutely
is great.
just to make you aware, I will be test driving that tonight. As soon as we're done.
Do your thing. Now, one thing, when you get a car like that, they give it to you in like a demo mode.
Yeah, you're in the break-in period.
You're in
right?
the break-in period, so it won't go its max output
I don't care
That's
about
weird.
that.
for the
Yeah.
first 1,100 miles.
It's like a governor.
Yeah, they say it's to protect the engine.
Yeah, it can mess it up.
Yeah, because if you just start whaling
I think
it
it's for
as soon as you
1,500
get it,
miles, right?
1,200.
1,200?
1,200 miles. Yeah,
So
yeah.
the hybrid, man, that's
It's key. That is the sweet spot at this current moment in time for cars. Is the hybrid
if,
at least the
if
way
it's
they
your
do it.
only car.
Yeah,
I
if it's the way
completely
they do
agree.
it. Granted, I don't know how other hybrids do it. I think some are not plug-in. Some are more of like when you're braking, it charges the battery.
Okay.
But the way BMW does the plug-in hybrid at this moment, where you can select exactly what you want to do,
That sounds sick.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
A
A plus.
Well, I was gonna say, is it fast? It's got to be pretty fast.
And it's 717 horsepower.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
And-
750 has 483 horsepower when I looked it up.
Yeah, and
That's a bigger car too.
yeah, that's
It's-
not what that is. An M5 is
And
known for
sports,
speed,
yes.
and
I just looked. I'm not an electric guy at all.
Yeah.
yeah, but you can't tell me that.
It
car
looks
is
good,
sick.
right?
It looks really nice.
I'm
It's
telling you,
750,
BMW,
yeah.
man. I had a BMW 10 years ago.
Oh, night and day difference.
Night and day difference, dude. Like
Yeah.
whatever they did in the past decade.
I feel like the last 5 or 6 years is where they really stepped their game up.
Man.
Like I've been liking their exterior for a long time
Same.
now,
I had a 5 Series.
but
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
compared it to the only comp that's kind of reasonable,
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mercedes was
A clear winner
taking
for
a
the
big
longest
poop on
time.
them as far as interior goes.
Because after my 5 Series, I had a 2016 5 Series, and then in 2017 I got an E-Class Mercedes, and it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
what an upgrade! You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the inside was just insanely
And
better.
that E-Class is not comparable at all to the interior of the BMW now.
No,
Yeah.
not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Is there something specific that's like super, like aside from the lighting and the hybrid function, is there something that stands out?
Honestly, I mean, this may be just due to the car, just the handling of the car. It feels like a really fast tank.
Yeah.
You know, and that was one thing about my Taycan. My Taycan was great. It was light on its feet,
It's loose,
loose.
Yeah.
This feels like
tighter.
if I got in, God forbid, an accident with this
Yeah.
thing, I feel pretty safe.
Yeah.
It's like a tank, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have become my favorite because Mercedes was like
That
my
was
favorite.
Same. When
Aside from the issues,
and
like,
aside from their SUVs, I didn't like a Mercedes. Mercedes SUVs is like Boca Rich mom car.
agreed. Yeah,
And
there's
like
not
the GLE and the GLC. I'm not a big fan.
I always forget what it is. The one that has like the roundish back. I always get confused on what that is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. I know which one you're talking about. I do know which one you're talking about. It's their damn it.
I always forget.
I
But you
always
know what I'm
forget.
talking about.
Yes.
But it's not very practical. Like for car seats,
Mm-hmm.
the slant causes it to be very difficult to get kids in and out.
Yeah.
So I was like, there goes that.
Yeah.
SUVs are difficult though, man.
Yeah. I've never been an SUV guy. Laura loves SUVs.
I mean, that's all Daniela wanted. And when we were going through
loves
that, I'm like, I love the BMW, the X7.
Man,
Sick.
PJ has it. Love
the
it.
X7 in that
Love it.
that satin gray.
Dude, he has the X7, man, and he's kind of the one that inspired me to look into BMW because he pulled into our gym one day, and I just like was seeing him. I was talking to him while he was getting Enzo out of the car, and I was like, "Can I like poking at this for real quick?" Man, I was like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
this thing looks amazing inside."
Yeah.
The camera and everything, it was just so good.
Even like the seats are so nice and
seats are so
comfortable.
great,
They
yes.
look sick. Their interior color options. Again, they stepped it up in a
Huge.
big way. I'm a little jealous. Because when I saw the touring, again, it's not common. Like I've only
They only had
seen
2 on the lot.
I was gonna say
they only had
since
2.
they've been out, I feel like I've seen maybe 2, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't seen any personally other than mine.
They're
And the guy was telling me, he's like, I want to move these because then they'll send me more. You know,
Yeah.
like if I only have 2 on the lot and they sit here for 2-3 months, they're not going to send me any more.
I would love to see it in the satin colors, the BMW satin colors, like
Yeah.
they have the frost gray. I
Yes.
think it's called.
That's really nice.
And on that car would
Yes,
be.
that's very nice.
So what's the plan? What are you doing to it?
Well, I'm getting it tinted on Thursday. It has to happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get the clear coat on it.
Ceramic.
Ceramic coating on it.
No PPF, huh? Can't talk you into that.
I just don't see the reason for it, man.
The reason is it looks fantastic.
I
It looks fantastic.
maybe.
And reality is, especially that ceramic coat quote was high, bro. Like,
Oh, I found a different one.
and what was it? It was
For half
2K.
the price.
Okay.
Literally half the price.
See, here's the thing though. I don't know enough to be dangerous, but I know that there's like multi levels to the ceramic coat. So
Yes.
there's some where they're doing a 3-step or a 4-step. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if that's BS or what.
Well, the guy I found, I'm just gonna say, he's gonna do it for $1,200.
Yeah.
and he's gonna do the whole car, the rims, and the brakes, and the windows.
One coat, I assume. One
Yes,
step.
yes.
Yeah. Which is fine. Like,
That's fine.
especially on a lease. But here's the thing, and this is why I lean towards PPF, is the ceramic coat wears off, and then you're supposed to do it again.
Well, so does the PPF. The PPF can
Who told you this?
Can get degraded over time as well,
How long?
and it can hurt the paint when they go to take it off.
Who tells you this?
The internet.
Don't believe the internet.
The internet.
I've
saw
had
it.
0 issues with PPF. 0. And I've had a few of them that were on, it was on for like 2.5, 3 years. 0 issue. But again, the only PPF that I would do on any car is stealth. So your car, your paint color would just become satin.
That would be actually really
I don't
cool.
mean to be pushy, but man up.
Yeah, that would actually be really cool.
I'm telling you right now that, don't worry, I'll chat GPT it, show you a picture, and you'll be in the shop this weekend.
Yeah.
Ugh, sorry. No, but in all seriousness, it protects it like big time. On I forget what car it was. It might have been the Hummer. I had what you would panic and look at and be like, oh, that's a bad scratch.
Yeah.
And you could use heat to get it out. Use the heat gun, and it just disappeared.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very
So, yeah, I'm being a bad influence right now, but it would look sick, and that's all you have to do. You tint it and PPF it. It's done. Ceramic coat's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's a close second. No, ceramic coat is cool. It
I like
believe
the
it or not, it
gloss.
changes the look.
I know. I like it. I like the gloss
It
look.
changes. Yeah,
And I like the fact that if a bird takes a shit on my car, it just rolls
cleans
right off.
easier. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Cleans
Like
much
that's
easier.
It's fantastic.
No,
man.
it's a sick choice, and it will look either way. It's gonna look amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just being a bad influence.
Yeah.
I'm a sad guy, bro. I
I
can't.
can tell.
Yeah, I
know.
everything's gonna be sad. So I'm a big fan of that. What'd you do aside from that? I know that takes up some time, but
It did. But we had the party at the house. It's nice, having a house that I could like host people at.
oh, dude,
you know?
it's my favorite part about having a
Yeah,
house.
I mean yours is fantastic for that. But I got a nice pool and like we had family come over. We ordered pizza and like nice little. Well, Kenzie's little friends came over and it was nice.
Just
you know?
having a space to accommodate.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
one
exactly.
of the best parts.
Exactly, man. Because the townhome we had like. No way you could do
It's
that.
not practical.
No
You're
way you
on
could
top
do
of
that.
each other. And
We did it for her like 10th birthday party. It was just so impractical, man. And then even the house me and Sam had up in Gardens, it wasn't built for that either.
Yeah.
So it just felt nice. It felt nice to be able to welcome people into my
it's
home
my,
and like
my favorite part about
for
it.
sure. Yeah.
That it gets. I don't want to say it gets old, but the cleanup.
Oh, it was a lot.
sucks.
It was a lot. Thank God it's trash night tonight because my shit is like overflowing.
Yeah, that's
All the
always
people.
convenient. I will say I saw 2 movies. I saw Odyssey. Did you see that or not?
Not yet.
Have you seen it, Mike?
Not yet.
No, I have not.
It's a long one, bro.
It's very long. I will say I'm kind of in the middle on that. There's some really weird things about it, like super weird. But overall, it's worth seeing. I'll say that.
Did you see
IMAX.
that? Yeah, where they spit water at you?
Well,
and like,
no.
Have you seen
That's
that?
like the
No, dude, I'm
40s.
not trying to
That's
get
like the 5D.
I'm not trying to
theater.
get motion sickness while
Yeah.
watching a movie. Like, have you seen the videos of how intense it is?
No, I
Yes.
haven't.
Dude,
But I heard
someone
about it.
brought their mom. I thought she was gonna have a heart attack, dude. When they're on the boat, it's like you're rowing with them. Like, dude, she's like
Motion sickness, like crazy.
like very.
Okay, I want to do that now.
Yeah,
Where's that at?
I would love to do that with the kids, but think about it, bro. 3 hours.
No, I wouldn't do it with the kids.
That's how
I
long
would
it
do that
is?
for me.
3
Oh,
hours?
see,
I wanna know what
I
that's
would
like.
I would do it with the kids in
That's amazing.
a shorter movie, not Odyssey for 3 hours, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't imagine because there's a good amount of action, so I would assume there's a lot of movement. I don't know. It was good, but Spider-Man,
Fantastic. A+. I don't care what anybody says.
dude, it was. I have to say the best Marvel movie. Dare I say?
Since Endgame.
Yeah,
Yeah. Since Endgame.
I would put it up there as all time, like one of the best.
I'd say I would be inclined to agree.
Can't think of a ton that I would put above that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty sick.
And all the nerds, oh my God, they're going to freak out. Because I've seen people giving it a lot of hate.
First,
About
whatever,
the storyline.
Really?
Oh, Jean Grey.
It's so annoying.
Blah, blah, blah. It's
I
like,
haven't seen any hate. I'm actually scared to see it because all I'm seeing is people saying this is the best Spider-Man of all
dude,
time.
it's so good.
Like they're saying like Tom Holland cemented himself as
Oh,
he did.
the best.
He
Because
did.
I know you guys. I talked about this before. I like
did.
Andrew Garfield, but my personal.
I like
but-
all of them.
I mean, I like them all too, but
I
I
like
like Andrew
all of them.
Garfield.
The worst one.
See, I like him.
Obviously, we grew up with Toby. Okay,
Yeah.
Toby's an OG.
He's a classic.
He's
yeah.
an OG.
But I'm seeing nothing but good things about this.
Dude,
So
Tom
good, dude.
Holland, especially in this movie,
Yeah.
like in all of the other Marvel movies, he's like a dumb kid.
He's a kid. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And in this one, he's like really dealing with like adult problems and like dealing with like emotions
Yeah.
and like things you can relate to on a human level. And like, I don't know, he just does it so well. You're
He
like,
killed
this
it.
is the Spider-Man we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what's cool about it is like you kind of grow up in it. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
was a kid, bro. I think he was 15 or 6, maybe even younger
That's crazy.
in the first movie. I know no, he was no older than 16, 110%, but I want to say he might have been even 14 or 15
Wow.
for the first movie.
Wow.
And I thought he was great.
You thought he was great.
I liked
I've
every
never
single one.
been upset with him as Spider-Man.
Same.
But I feel like a lot of his shine was taken in some of his movies. Like the one before this, you had Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in it, right?
Agreed.
Like everybody was like, oh, and Doctor Strange was in it. So everybody was like, oh, okay.
Agreed.
And Green Goblin and like all the
True.
cameos, right? The one before that had Tony Stark in it, right? So it's when he gives them all the cool tech.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so his shine is always kind of taken, whereas
I agree.
this one is like just
The
him.
storyline
He
was this
carried
one
the movie.
was a lot more intense.
Yeah, he
Like
carried the movie.
there was
There were some parts
was
where I was like,
so
damn, that
good.
is sick.
yeah.
Like on the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As I talk about it,
Whoa.
I haven't
as
seen it,
talk
guys.
about it, I
Calm
want to
down.
go see it again.
Yeah.
Like I would. I like with Marvel, I could watch these movies
Yeah.
over and over without issue.
Yeah. I took Mackenzie and like she knows nothing about Marvel. I tried to like tell her like, okay, you got to know the part about Doctor Strange and like the spell he cast and all that stuff.
I know nothing.
You know nothing?
No, actually, it's funny. I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine today. I think the only Marvel movie I've ever seen was Iron Man 1.
Bro.
Oh my
Hey,
And then,
can we kick him out?
Oh my god.
And then I've seen the Spider-Man movies. That's it.
What?
So you didn't see the most recent Spider-Man before this?
Yes, it's funny. I just watched that last week.
Okay, so then you know about the spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
really what you need.
But I'm
to
saying
know.
like all
True.
like
Okay. That's
I've
really
never
what you need to know.
seen Captain America Endgame. I don't even know anything about it. No. Yeah, I know.
don't
I know. I just never seen it.
So look, anything
You're like my brother.
before Endgame is a sure bet. Just watch it. Watch it all. Watch it all. After Endgame, I could tell you some ones to just skip.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
like you don't need them.
Yeah.
And
The
also,
newer Doctor Strange.
it was okay. The fourth Thor was terrible.
Oh,
The
I
worst.
cannot believe
The
that
worst
they
Marvel movie I've
allowed
ever
that to get out.
Horrible.
Like it was.
Is Fantastic Four
Brutal.
part of that? Because I did
Yes.
see the one with
Yes, they're new.
Chris Evans. No, I saw that one. I don't
Oh,
know.
the
Chris
OG.
Evans.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. That's real
That's-
old.
I've seen that
I
one.
liked it. but
I
that was
liked it.
compared to this one.
Yeah, the one with Pedro Pascal, the one that just came out like a year or two ago.
Wasn't amazing,
but it was good.
but it was good.
It was good. And then there's series on Disney Plus too, the Loki series.
Really
Incredible.
good. Really good. That's very
Incredible, dude.
That's very slept on,
Dude, Moon Knight. Did you watch Moon Knight?
bro.
Yeah, amazing.
I
I loved Moon Knight.
I wish that he made it. You imagine he was in Doomsday?
Yes,
that
like
would
they
be,
gotta bring him back.
That
man.
would be so.
That was one of the best shows, man.
They just did it and
They just left him alone.
disappeared,
It's just
bro.
Done.
Are they not?
I don't
doing-
know. I don't know. They need to though, because like I remember that show being like a banger.
That was like I feel like COVID time, right? Because
It was like a little after COVID
Okay.
time. Yeah.
because I ran through that.
I loved
it.
Moon
Was
Knight,
so
man.
good. I actually
Yes.
might rewatch that.
Yeah.
because it's been a bit.
Yeah, those are the two on Disney
All right, well,
Plus you should
give me where I need to start. Okay,
Oh,
give me the
well,
first
you need
first
to
of all,
start?
I'll start them all.
2007.
You ever
Okay.
seen that?
Give me the
you ever
list.
seen the list of the order?
Yes. It's way
That's
too-
what you should do.
Send me the list.
I got you.
It's long.
Because I'll start. And you need to see. Have you seen Interstellar yet?
I haven't.
Okay, dude. Trust me.
That's
That'll
awesome.
rock.
All right,
That will rock your world.
I'll do that trade.
Shameful.
All right.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, you have one movie. I have what?
You got
15?
a library.
You have a lot, but I'll
lot.
tell you this: when I was quarantined, I did that like the in
a
order.
row. Yeah.
Bro, it was pretty easy because I
Yeah.
didn't leave the room. But it's amazing, dude. There's out of all that entire list, there's only like 2, maybe 3 where you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I'd say 3. Like the second Thor was meh.
What's weird is like the first time I saw the first Captain America, I did not like it.
I didn't like.
But then I watched it again and it was
Yeah,
better.
Same. You know what I did? And God, this is like blasphemy when I say this. I didn't like the Winter Soldier movie when I first saw it. I know everybody does
What?
that. Everybody does that. But when I watched it again, I was like, oh,
It does get better.
This is awesome. Yeah.
It's,
this
I
was
don't
really
really
good.
understand that, to be honest with
I
you.
just didn't like it at first, man.
Yeah.
I also didn't like Black Panther at first. Really ended up liking it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Second Black Panther, obviously.
Never seen
I am very curious to see this new guy.
Same.
You saw that they announced that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ghost Rider, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be good. They got some good stuff. See, this movie gives me hope for Doomsday as well.
Same.
Because I was very worried that Doomsday was going to suck because their track record has just not been good.
I
man.
think it's going to be
very mid movies,
sick.
mid to horrible grade movies since COVID. And this one now has been like, okay,
Yeah,
that's an MCU movie.
But the Avengers in general have been amazing.
Have all been good.
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm
dude,
saying.
there hasn't been an Avengers movie since Endgame. So we're
When
going on
was that?
7 years.
Has it really already been that long?
2019 was Endgame.
See, I'm very confused on how they're going to make Robert Downey Jr. Doom. I don't really understand it. Obviously, we'll have to wait, but I'm assuming it's like a timeline
It's a
thing.
multiverse thing.
blah,
yes,
blah.
for sure.
But I don't really like
Yes.
that they did that.
Yes, that's exactly what it's going to be. Or I've heard things too where like somehow Tony Stark always was Dr.
I
Doom.
heard that too.
You know what I mean? Like he was always destined to
Which
be
they
Dr.
do a
Doom.
good job because there's certain things that they said in past movies. You remember when he was like, I killed the Avengers, and they show a clip and they're all.
Yes.
I think that's what they're going to do.
That's what I'm saying. I think there has been things that they can like whip up and be like, see,
but
that's
I
Doom.
want to
Yeah.
know, was this a calculated plan or
No,
I don't think so either.
Because Kang the Conqueror was supposed to be the next big bad, right? He was in Ant-Man.
What's his name? And then he got busted and
He got
dropped
busted
because
for
he
the
was
domestic violence
beating
stuff.
women.
Yes, so they dropped him, and then they rushed to figure out like
Interesting.
what they're going to do next. So then it was Doom that they brought in.
I don't know. Again, I don't get the logic because I feel like there's so many other people that you could have got to.
You could have recast Kang.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I don't understand.
there's a ton of good actors.
They recasted Rhodey. You remember the original Rhodey is not
What's his name again?
Don Cheadle. It was not Don Cheadle.
No, what's his name?
It was the ghetto guy, the super ghetto guy.
He's a good actor.
He's a
though.
great actor, yes.
Oh my
what
God,
saying
I'm
is
trying to think of the movies
They've
he's in.
recasted important characters before. The original Hulk also was not Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, true.
So it's like, why couldn't you just recast the guy?
I don't know. I'm assuming that it's on the actors as well. Like maybe they didn't agree to terms or whatever. You know, obviously the domestic case, we know why. Like,
Yeah.
Disney doesn't want to dirty their name. Blah blah
Of
blah.
course.
I get
it too.
But there's so many other options. Is my point. I
Yeah.
just find it weird that because RDJ is like a major.
He's a major dude. Yeah. He's like the MCU. Is
You know what
built
I mean?
off his
So it's
back.
like
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird to. Whatever though. I think it's gonna be sick.
I hope so. Did you see the trailer for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very good.
It looks
Very
it
good.
looks sick.
So, fingers
Chris
crossed.
Evans looks a little which I
I-
guess makes sense because you know it's so long in between the movies.
Yeah. You think
He
he
looks
old.
crazy different
Yeah.
and
Well-
skinny, really frail.
Well, there are some theories about who that really is.
all right, let's
Yeah.
we'll put a
yeah.
a pin in this
Because that
subject.
might not be Captain America.
Interesting,
Yeah.
but there's it's nice because we talked about this. Like it's been a while since there's been good movies, so it's cool that there's a little bit of
It's kinda
little
nice.
glimpse of hope.
It's kind of nice. I actually
Odyssey,
look forward to
again,
going
I'm
to the movie theater.
50-50. I would say go see it, but I don't know. There's a lot.
Have you guys seen that Spider Noir thing? Have you
I
seen
tried
that?
it, man.
What is that exactly?
I did not watch it.
I tried it. I can't.
What is it though? Is it supposed to be like a
That's a version of him.
It is.
From a
Spider-Man.
comic.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a comic version of him.
So it's very hit or miss. Some of the episodes I watch, I'm like, okay, that's pretty good, and then some of them are like, but it got really sick reviews.
It's
really good ratings.
typical Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
stuff, man. Like Nicolas Cage is
And he's in
cast
rough
the
shape, dude.
weirdest movies.
Yeah, I would have never expected.
Man,
what is it like 1950 Spider-Man or something? Like
That's the vibe you get. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
kind of cool because the comic is black and white.
Yeah.
and they give you that option to watch the show in color or black and white.
really?
I couldn't. I probably should do black and white, but I always did color. It's cool though.
I
Like
didn't know
in
you
the
had
very
an
beginning,
option.
it's like, do you want to watch black and white or in full color?
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is
Well, I didn't
cool.
know that.
Yeah, so that concept's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
that is really cool.
I don't know. We talked about this before, but it's nice that there's a little glimmer of hope.
Yeah, I felt good going to the movie theaters for once.
Yeah.
It felt nice. I got to go, got popcorn, sat down with Mackenzie, and we went with a couple friends. It was nice.
Yeah, you don't
I enjoyed
regret
that.
spending the money if the movie's
No,
good.
hell no. And it wasn't even that expensive. It was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yes, I got to figure out who to go with because my son's not really. I mean,
He ain't there yet.
he's
Yeah,
not there
Charlotte's
yet.
why I
My
didn't bring
daughter's
Charlotte.
not
She ain't
there
there yet
yet.
either.
You said he's 5?
4.5,
4?
5. Yeah.
Really? What's crazy is when Luca was that age, he was more a Spider-Man fan, and now he's like too cool.
Well, that's
He wanted to see it, but like he's
my son is a different breed, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not. He doesn't give a about anything other than
he seems like he's more of like a grown man in a little guy's body.
He just wants to play. He just wants to, go
Awesome,
outside.
though.
He don't care about nothing. Like if I try to give him a tablet, he'll be on it for like 10 minutes. Like screw this thing, and he just
That's-
wants to run around.
That is fantastic.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
That's-
daughter.
that's what you
she's
call a
different.
dream child,
Yeah,
buddy.
She's different. My daughter's different. My son,
No,
he's like Energizer Bunny, bouncing around the walls.
Yeah, I've never really interacted with him, but I could just tell by looking at him.
Yeah, he's a little.
My dog had one of the best mullets in the game.
Yeah, he
For
still does.
sure.
Still does.
Does he still have
sure.
it? Bro, that
Yeah.
mullet is fantastic.
yes, it really is.
I
It
tried
really
to talk
is.
Daniela into it. She, yeah.
You'll
Can
see
you
him.
imagine Luca with the mullet?
Yes.
You'll
That'd
see
be
him in a
hilarious.
week and a half. When
Yeah,
he's here.
yeah, true.
He's-
I
he's
do
gonna
want to
be bouncing
interact with
around.
them, but that's amazing. I wish that was my problem.
I mean, I probably can take him, but he's just gonna.
I get,
He'll
yeah,
pull
it's
away
a,
from the
it's a
experience.
long movie. Even
Yeah.
Luca, like, and that gets frustrating because he's like up and down.
Not to mention
and,
too, there's parts in the movie that are like not little kid friendly.
Agreed.
Whether Charlotte would get scared, she'd be like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
you know,
And
so
then he
she-
has to pee.
yeah,
He has to pee
Yeah.
at least twice every
Always
time I
at
take
the
him.
worst
Yep.
Yes.
worst times, and God
Yes.
forbid you trying to get him to go before. It's like you would think you're asking him to like rearrange his room or
And
something.
he doesn't understand. One time I went to the movies and he said, "Daddy, I got to pee." And I said, "Can you wait a second?" He goes, "Pause it."
Yeah, don't work that
do
way,
Forget
that
all
Daddy.
here.
these people, dude. Like,
do
come
that.
on, Daddy. That's funny. No, but I wish that was my problem. Like Luca, it's so hit or miss. Like sometimes he is like that. Like, let's go ride your bike, or let's go skate, or play hockey, or this and that. But as of recently, it's like that's the issue. Once you open that gateway of like TV and we did the trip, so he had his tablet. It's very hard to get him off that schedule after he's been doing it for a week straight because there's only so much you could do at that resort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, like the behavior shift, man. So now that's what we've been trying to do is like take away the TV time. But it's difficult, especially for her. He's out of school,
That's what makes it hard.
which is a whole nother topic, right?
Yeah,
Like
man.
when's Char go back?
Down next
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, dude. Like
This
so
Monday.
he's
Yeah.
out. He still doesn't have school. I think it's a week and a half, possibly even 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, man.
Poor Daniela, bro.
Yeah, so I pulled her out of camp for 2 weeks. One because she was going to spend some time with some family, and then this week I was like, I'll give her a week to kind of don't have to do
Yeah,
anything.
have-
You know what I
have
mean?
a
Just be lazy. Doesn't even have to get dressed. Be in
Yeah.
pajamas all
Yeah,
day. And this unfortunately results in a lot of screen time. Because dude, it's raining every
The weather's
single
been so
day
bad,
here,
dude.
bro. Every single day it's rained
Been
outside.
bad.
So she's been on her tablet like quite a bit, the last like week or so. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I hate seeing it. But then when I think about it, I mean, like, dude, I watched a lot of TV as a kid.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Nintendo 64. You know what I mean? Like I did a lot of screen time too, and I'm fine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
I-
I'm perfectly okay.
I agree. I just think that what's concerning for me is what's being watched. The brain rot stuff, dude. Like, and sometimes it doesn't even seem like it's brain rot, and then you start to pay attention to what they're watching, and it could be on Netflix. I don't let them watch YouTube because there's a lot of silly stuff on there, and even on Netflix, you notice like halfway through or a quarter of the way through, there's like random stuff that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Compared to like, don't get me wrong, like Ed, and Eddie wasn't exactly a learning,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah,
was
neither was
one
Beavis
of
and
my
Butthead.
favorites.
Yeah.
But it wasn't brain rot. There was still at least like a topic and an objective.
Well, the stuff she watches, she really likes watching like other kids play with toys.
Yeah.
Like it creates like little storylines with like the little dolls and like, or she'll watch this other girl who plays Roblox and she'll watch her play
Yeah.
Roblox. So like I don't find her watching a lot of like mindless dribble.
Yeah.
It's usually stuff like that, or she's playing games on Roblox. And honestly, the games that she plays are adorable. Like
Yeah.
they're like ones where it's like she like builds neighborhoods. There's one where like she builds a restaurant and you have to have customers come up and you have to make the food and give it to them, collect the money.
Oh, I've seen
Go
that.
get a new customer, seat them. Like,
It's
actually really
I think
cool.
it's what I've seen. Do the people look really strange?
yeah.
Okay.
And there's other ones where like she builds like this whole garden and then she could dig it all up, go sell it, buy more seeds, make a bigger garden.
Yeah, see, like that is
Like, that's
that's
good.
teaching stuff in a
I
way.
like that. Yeah. So she like, and then she'll play like the murder mystery stuff, or she really loves Dress to Impress, where like they give you a topic, and you have to dress your character up to the topic, and then you all vote on each other. You know what I mean? So like the games she plays in my mind, I'm like, these aren't terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, she's using her brain for these things.
Yeah. See, I don't mind that, but what I remember as a kid is like the balance. Like, yeah, there was a lot of screen time, but there was also a ton of skateboarding, riding our bikes, and I think there's not enough of that going on.
I understand.
That's my only concern.
Yeah, I understand.
You
I
know?
force her to do like either toys or coloring.
Same.
So because again, sometimes it's difficult, man. It's fucking, excuse me,
97 degrees out,
100
or
degrees
it's
outside,
raining.
and then it just rained 2 minutes
Agreed.
ago, so the humidity's 100%.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, I can't tell her to go outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to
Like,
be out there. Why should she?
Yeah, I don't want to go out there with her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the catch.
Yeah.
That is always the hardest part. Like, obviously you get home, you had a long day, a stressful day, but at the same time, it's like a majority of the time I try to suck it up, but a lot of times it is difficult, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't you color or go in your playroom? And if he doesn't want to do that, it's like, oh, watch some TV, dude, because daddy needs a little break.
For sure.
That's
yeah.
the hard part. And that's why
Yeah.
I
Is
feel
what it is.
so bad for Daniela, dude. Like a week and a half or 2 weeks, like this kid, man, I think I told you guys about this, but let's take Saturday, for example. We went from Monkey Joe's, and he was with his cousin. He was with Zoe. Went from Monkey Joe's to the arcade in Coral Square Mall. I'm sorry, to virtual reality, which you saw, which is really cool.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Which he did for like 5 minutes. He's so this. I have to get this looked into. How are they with loud noises?
No, my son
Charlotte.
hates it.
Okay.
Hates
Still,
it.
yeah.
Hates it.
Like bad to where
Like
like
if I go to the bathroom, take him to the bathroom, he doesn't want to flush the toilet.
Yes,
Same,
Charlotte can be
dude.
like that
And,
too.
and
Yes.
God forbid you use the air dryer.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank God. All right. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
he's not
my
like
kid's
there's
not
nothing
broken.
wrong with him.
Yeah, I
no.
talked to the pediatrician about that. They're like, they'll get over
Yeah,
it.
because my
Yeah.
dad asked, he's like, "Have you got him checked?" I'm like, "What is it gonna do? Like, if he does have sensitive ears, what am I? You gotta wear earmuffs, buddy. Like, what am I gonna do? You
Yeah,
know what
they,
I'm saying?
They grow out of
They
that.
grow out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
compared to like,
Charlotte's better now than she used to be. Before, man, oh, dude, same thing. She would quiver if I went to go
Dude.
flush the toilet.
okay,
Like,
all right.
quiver.
Especially the hand dryer.
yeah.
It's like you would think we asked him to sit in front of a jet airplane.
Yeah. yeah.
Like that's how he
Yeah.
acts. Like
Yeah.
it literally looks like it's hurting him, and he would quiver.
Yes.
Like he would be like this.
Yes.
And it's hard to not get frustrated because
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, it's sound.
Yeah.
It's sound. And even today, like, I got to get better with it because I have to remember because he's so big that even me as his
forget.
father,
You forget.
I
Yeah.
forget, dude.
Yeah.
And he speaks so well now. It's
Yeah.
like, I just feel like I'm hanging out with a teenager, but he's
Yeah.
6, bro.
I know.
You know,
And
like today I caught myself getting frustrated because I was like, hey, let's take the dogs for a walk. And there's thunder. And he's like, he's like trying to run inside. I'm like, dude, it's just sound. I'm like, I'm not going to put you in a situation where you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, if there's thunder and then lightning close, trust me, we're not going
Yeah,
to be
if it's
outside.
raining, like we
yeah.
ain't, yeah.
You know, but again, he's 6. He doesn't
Doesn't get it yet.
understand that.
Yeah, he doesn't get it
So
yet.
it's not like I yelled at him, but I caught myself getting frustrated, and
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
No, I could be the same exact way. And sometimes Charlotte can be so sensitive that I try to break her out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't do it in an insensitive way, but I try to do it in a like,
Logical.
yeah. And then sometimes I try to use a little like force. And when I say that, I don't mean like physical. I mean like with my voice.
Same. Yeah.
And I'm like, snap out of it. Hey, you got to snap out of this because this right here isn't going to serve you in life, man.
It's real
You
world
can't just
stuff.
can't just
Exactly.
cry when you don't get your way.
Yes.
You can't just cry because someone looked at you some
Yeah.
way. You know, you got to like grow up a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you're at the age now where these things are going to start mattering.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I have to catch myself. Like, I don't want to be too harsh.
I was just gonna ask, do you find
Okay.
because I do the same thing?
Yeah.
But then shortly after, I find myself feeling guilty.
all the time, bro.
And it's like, did I go too hard? And
all
I'm
the
not sitting there yelling at him.
No, I'm not
but
yelling
same
at him
exact
either.
thing you're saying, like
not yelling.
logic and like trying to explain,
I'm
like
just being dad. I feel
Exactly.
like, you know, and like for some reason, her and Mackenzie can be like oil and water sometimes, man. And like Mackenzie instigates things, Charlotte takes it way too seriously,
Yeah.
and it always ends up in Charlotte crying. And Mackenzie says she does nothing wrong, and it's just like
It's a vicious cycle.
Oh my god, it's the same thing every time, dude.
Same thing with my 2 kids.
It's the same thing every time. So I'm trying to teach Charlotte, like, okay, so there's going to be a lot of Mackenzies in the world, right? Meaning there's going to be a lot of people who might want to get under your skin, okay? And like, if that happens, you can't just cry.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mackenzie, you can't pick on 6-year-old little girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're 11. You're way bigger, way smarter. Okay. Don't exploit that.
Yeah. You know
right?
what you're doing.
Yeah. Don't exploit that, man. So she's getting way better at it, you know, and like, it's not all the time. But unfortunately, it's gotten to the point where it happened so much for a period that Charlotte's like conditioned to think that
Preemptively.
everything is her messing with her. Everything. So if Mackenzie even like sticks her tongue out at her or whatever, Charlotte's like, see again. She won't do. Why'd you looking at me like that? It's like, dude, gotta stop.
Yeah.
You have to stop.
It's difficult, but it's nice. Like, I immediately get relief when you guys are like, oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's
For
one
sure.
of those things where you don't know.
You don't know, of course.
You know, like,
And you're gonna deal with it when your 2 twins come and when they get older, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like my son is like gets under my daughter's skin, and he's the young one. He'll do little things that piss her off on purpose because all he wants to do, can sister play with me? Can Faith play with me? Can Faith play with me? And she'll like, I don't want to play with you. So he'll come to me, Daddy, can Faith play with me? And if I say
To
yeah,
try to see if you
he'll
ma-
go, see, Daddy said you have to play with me. And so like, and then it pisses her off.
Yeah.
And then she'll do the same thing. She'll cry. And
Yeah.
how old is she?
she's 7.
Okay. All right.
7 and
So
4.
she's-
That's a good gap.
Yeah, 3 years.
That's a good gap.
So they'll be 8 and 5 in September. Both their birthdays.
See,
in
that's
September.
what like I'm most concerned about is the gap. It's like it has pros and cons. The pro obviously is he's more self-sufficient.
And he'll be able to help.
Yes. Like
sure.
that's a
there is gonna be an
significant
age gap.
pro, but there's a ton of cons.
But
you know,
there's gonna be an age gap where he's gonna pick on those boys, man. You
Oh,
know what I mean? He's gonna get to a
100%.
point where
Yeah, when he's
You know?
12,
Yeah.
13.
yeah, he's gonna
Oh,
be.
but
But the good thing is there's going to be 2 of them.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Then they
That's a
could,
good
they
point.
could team up. And
That's
That's
try
a
to-
really
actually-
good point.
That's
yeah.
actually what's giving me hope. But my main concern, because we actually got a date, October 29th is when they scheduled the C-section,
Mazel tov.
which
Yay.
is
Yeah.
getting real
Close.
Very close.
getting real close, my
Very
friends.
close.
Yeah.
And luckily, like the nursery's coming together. I think I ordered pretty much everything. So in the next couple of weeks, that'll be pretty much done. Aside from like random decor and stuff. But yeah, man, it's getting. I find myself like when I'm in those rooms and I see 2 cribs, I'm like, oh, this is insane. Bro.
Yeah,
It truly is.
yeah, no, it is.
And even like trying to figure out the
It
proper
is.
setup, we're like, should they be vertical or should they be horizontal? Should there be a gap? Should there not be a gap? These are all things we don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'd venture to say every future twin parent doesn't know those things.
Okay, yeah, I
You know
would
what I mean?
assume.
Like you're just gonna figure it out. Just like when Luca was on his way, I'm sure in your mind we're like, how am I even gonna do this?
100%.
You know, so you're gonna figure it out. That's what parents do. We just figure it out.
100%. I think that it's a little more frightening because it's been so long since I did it. You know what I mean? Like a 2-year or 3-year age gap. It's like, well, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I find myself thinking about things. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I remember how to do that. You know, like
Oh no, I hear you because Lisa, Laura's sister, was just over the house, and their youngest boy still isn't potty trained yet. And she's chasing him around to get the diaper off of him, and there's diapers in the trash can again. And I'm like, man, I don't
starting
miss that.
over,
I don't
dude.
miss that.
Starting over.
I
Not
don't
only are you
miss
starting
that.
over, you're starting over times dose. But yeah, the anxiety's there, but deep down, I do agree with you. Like it's gonna get figured out. It's gonna work out.
For sure.
We have a ton of help, but it's concerning. And even though I know it's normal for twins to come earlier, it is a little concerning that we know no matter what C-section, she's obviously, I know that that's better. Like that's healthier for her and for them, just with twins and high risk and stuff like that. But it sucks, like, cause in her mind, she wants to do natural and have it worked out where they're both head down and that gets pushed, which could happen, but she had a rough, it was yesterday or the day before that we found out it was yesterday. Yeah. She had a rough day, like, cause she doesn't really want that to be the case, but it is, you know. I don't know.
Well, you got to do whatever is best for the babies.
100%.
At the end of the day, no matter what your plan in your mind is, you think you want it to be, it's whatever delivers the healthiest, happiest outcome.
And for her, man, like I'm
do.
like she's like, oh, I don't want the epidural. I'm like, dude, stop.
Sam said that. She got one contraction. And I remember she looked over at me and she was like, go get the doctor.
Daniela wrote it. I will say, bro, Daniela thugged it out for hours. I was struggling more. It was horrible because, again, it was just me. My first kid, it was COVID. No one was there.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anybody to fill in for me. I could step out, like none of that. Yeah. So like seeing her, man, you know how that goes. Like
it's terrible.
Watching them go through the pain, I'm like, it was harder on me. And she was thugging it out for hours. I'm like, please just do it. It's like 3 a.m. Yeah. And God, what an interesting job.
Yeah, you know, that epidural thing is crazy.
Bro, what an interesting job.
The first baby she had, second baby, they gave it to her, but then she like literally gave birth not much long after that. It didn't really even work.
Wow.
Yeah, she was miserable.
Oh,
it was horrible, bro. and then MJ's heart rate was like really low. This is another reason why I was like, I don't know if I want a third, because the first baby, Faith, was great. I mean, it was awesome. Delivery was great.
Charlotte, same.
It's so funny. That's what they said.
Charlotte was awesome.
Easy, bro.
MJ ended up being fine, but in the beginning, his heart rate started dropping. All of a sudden, like 14 nurses come in the room. They like kick me out of the way. I'm like freaking out.
That's exactly
They're
what
thinking like,
happened
oh, we
with
need
Lou.
to start getting ready for a C-section. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And it ended up being fine.
It's very frustrating because
it was scary.
Yeah, dude.
And
that's what
scared
happened
me
with,
for having a third. I'm like, I
don't blame you.
That's what happened with Lou.
I don't blame you.
The same thing, and nobody talks to you. Yeah. And it's very
They're
frustrating.
Like, get out of the way.
And I'm trying to distract her while trying to figure out what's going on with nobody talking, just surrounding my child. Same thing. And no one says a word. And I get it. They're not going to be like talking you through it. But it's like, damn, man, like, I don't know. Pull me aside, maybe.
Maybe have like one person.
Something. Yeah. Whisper it to me. Write it down on a piece of paper. And it sucks. Same thing. Lack of oxygen. He ingested blood from sitting in the canal too long, and that's why he had to go to NICU for 10 days. Yeah, it sucked. I got to do skin to skin for like, no lie, 30 seconds, and then that was it. He had to go to NICU. It sucked, bro. Yeah. It sucked.
Yeah,
so like again, these are the traumas that I have, and I'm like, I don't want to go through that again. But highly likely that they're gonna end up in NICU because they almost have to. They're premature.
Well, I was talking to her, and she said as long as they get the 37 weeks, they're good.
Yeah.
And you know, if they're coming out C-section wise, like you avoid all that complication.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
right?
true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You
like,
avoid a lot.
You don't have to worry about as much. Like
it's mainly just making sure Daniela recovers.
Exactly.
The right way, you know,
yeah. Which is concerning.
Of
you
course,
know, because
yes,
I know that's not super quick. I don't know because she didn't have C-section.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
C-sections are very like they're more common, bro.
They're different now. Yeah,
so
it's more
much better now. Like
so they're more efficient.
100%. I was a C-section baby back in the 80s, but now so many people have them. They're safe. They're, you know, I mean, there's complications with anything,
of course.
You know, vaginal, all that. But the C-sections now are legit.
Yeah, so. But I'm more so concerned about the recovery because again, it's twins, dude, and she unfortunately they need to be fed by her in the beginning, you know, until she can consistently pump milk out, you know. I don't know. There's we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But the anxiety's high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. So well, since we're on the topic of kids, let's do a little hypothetical. You guys ready? So this is gonna be like a would you rather.
Okay.
Right? So would you rather go back to the age 10 knowing everything you know now, or gain all the knowledge you'll have in the future right now?
Okay.
Knowledge in the future all day. Wait, sorry. Say that again.
Yeah, run it back.
Sorry.
One more time.
All right.
I felt like
Run
I
it
had to
back.
answer, but then I had to rethink.
Would you rather go back to the age 10 knowing everything you know right now?
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah.
Or gain all the knowledge you'll ever know in the future right now?
So here's my question. If I'm going back to age 10 with all my knowledge, is the whole world going back and then staying on the same path? You know what I mean? Like, do you get
I mean, I don't. I wouldn't say that. I would say you're going to be the only one that goes back.
So I go back to being 10, but with all the knowledge
that you know
like
now.
how to
In-
run your
in present-
businesses,
in-
how to
in
manage
present day.
money, how to get girls.
Now, mind you, you have
No.
another 30-something years left to live, hopefully longer, 40, 50 years left to live. So they're saying all that knowledge you could have right now.
Yeah, see, I'm going to go with the latter, all the knowledge of the future at this age.
At this age?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
My reason is, well, there's quite a few reasons. I don't want to be a 10-year-old father, right? I don't want to be a 10-year-old father. Like, these are all questions that...
No, I don't think it would be that. I think it's like you go back to being the age 10, but you know everything that you know now.
I get it, but then what happens to my family? And that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, so you're saying I go back to 10, but I stay in 2026, right?
No, you'd go back to when you were 10.
So that was my initial question.
Like you'll be
yeah.
able to go back in time to
You'd be back in the 90s
to when you were
but you have
10.
the brain
Of what you
power
have
of
now.
what you have now.
But that was my question. Does the path still stay the same? Do I still meet Daniela, but I'm just smarter? Do I, you know what I'm saying?
I don't.
These
I
are
don't know.
valid questions.
I don't know.
These are valid questions. My assumption is no, but I have the knowledge to turn my life around. But that means I want to have Luca and I want to have Daniela. So my answer is going to be no. I'm going to go with the latter of having the knowledge of the future now. I feel like that could be fantastic too. Think about all the lessons that.
But what if you know the day of your death?
What if I know the day of my death?
Mm-hmm. If
From-
you have all the knowledge that you're ever going to have from this point forward,
So you'll know.
That's-
like,
that's- know the
basically,
day of your
That's
Yeah.
even better. I prefer that.
no,
Maybe I could avoid it.
you would prefer the know
Maybe
the
I
day
could
of your
avoid it.
death? No,
Why?
That's the
Maybe
day
it's
of your death.
preventable. What if it was from?
It's the day of your death. It's not preventable.
Mm.
It's because
That's
that is
that's
the
a
day of your
different. Maybe I died on an airplane, Billy.
death. I'm just saying.
Maybe I
you'd
died
wanna
on an
know all that.
airplane.
See, I would take the opposite approach. I would go
Give me
back
the
to
reasoning.
being 10.
So you don't love
Okay.
your wife and kids?
I
Cool.
do love them.
I'm kidding.
But if I go back to age 10 and then start moving forward, I know a lot of mistakes I've made, like endless mistakes that I made throughout especially my younger years. I would be able to pick different friends. I would pick a different path. I would have paid attention more in school, and especially if I have the want and desire to learn like I do now. Back then, oh man, my whole issue wasn't being dumb. I just didn't care.
Yeah, that was my issue.
Right? I just did not care at all. So now I care. So I would love to maybe go back and be willing to learn so many more things, and never do drugs and probably never go down a really terrible path that I had to go down and prevent that. Now the argument could be made.
I think you're going to make my argument. Go
But
ahead.
the argument can be made that, well, you would have never met Samantha. Charlotte would have never been born. Me and you may never be friends.
Mhm.
Be that as it may, that those things may be true, right? But if I have all the knowledge, I know where you guys are.
Yeah,
You know
I was
what I
just
mean?
gonna say
I could
that.
find you guys. Just the set of circumstances leading to you
But-
guys would look different.
But not to be the cliche guy here, those things that you went through made you
who you are,
who you
right?
are.
Agreed. But I'm getting to take who I am
Now.
back with me.
Yeah.
So I don't need that to make me who I am anymore.
How you taking who you are back to being?
Because that's the whole point.
No, I disagree.
Yeah, if he goes
See,
back
there's
to
not
when
enough
he's 10,
details here.
Yes, that's the
It
whole
doesn't
point.
say that. How? So you're going back to being 10, but you're still your 37-year-old
Mind. Mind. So
You
everything
didn't say
you
this.
know.
That's the part.
That's
You
the
didn't
question.
say this.
Yes, I did.
That is
With
the
all the
question.
knowledge that you have, you go back.
All the
at
knowledge
10.
that you have.
Everything. So everything.
All
he
the
is
knowledge
right
makes
now
you who you
is
are. You're
basically
taking it
in
back
his
with
brain
you.
I
at
get it.
10.
I get the knowledge of knowing that Bitcoin is going to do this. And
Yes.
yeah, that's where my
Yes.
head goes. Like, you
Yes.
ever seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where my head goes. But
Yes.
again, you having your knowledge of what you've experienced at year to date at 10 doesn't mean that you stay who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
I think it does. I think that the fact of who you are is because of all that knowledge you've gained up to this point in your life.
yeah.
Okay. So if I'm taking all that with me, then by definition, it's who I am.
And he's going
I
to be
get
that
take
person.
who I
He's
am.
not going to be the 10-year-old who grew up to go through the life that he had.
Correct.
He's going to make more. He's
I
going to make
get to
smarter
go back
decisions.
and go, okay, this is kind of like my do-over. Don't hang out with that kid.
Yeah. Yeah. which puts you up. But again, which puts you on a completely different path. So I'm going to argue that you would not meet me or anybody else. You would be on a different path.
That is a potential, yes.
So let's say it
that
is. Let's say it is. Then does your
Yes.
answer change?
I don't know. I don't know if it does change, because I could still potentially meet all of you. Okay. And especially if I know you've existed before, I just think the set of circumstances leading to how we meet would be way different. I could easily come seek you out.
Yeah, 100%. Like I was just gonna say, I know the exact day. I know everything when I met my wife. I remember where I was beforehand.
I
all that.
remember when I met Charlotte.
I know
too.
basically the time period. It was
but
February
it will
2010.
it will kind of be like Spider-Man.
And which kinda crazy.
maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want to be a good person like Tom Holland, and you don't want to disrupt my path that I'm on.
But the thing is, though, I wouldn't have ever met Charlotte's mom if it wasn't for you.
Correct.
So I had to know him.
So you would have to
in
meet
order
him.
to meet.
So that's what I'm
Samantha.
trying to say.
Yeah.
You got to come to terms with you want to. Now I know where your priorities are. Pretty messed up if you ask me. So you care about money more than our friendship. That's cool, man. But that's fine. I'm sticking to my guns. I think that I would love that. That's, to me, sounds fantastic, because guess what? Me having the knowledge and knowing what happens to me in the future eliminates all my anxiety that I have on a daily basis.
How though? Because it could potentially cause anxiety. If you know, like, God forbid, the date of something horrible happening in your life, you're going to dread coming up to that date.
Yeah, for sure. But
You know what I'm
again,
saying?
it depends on circumstances. It could be something that could be avoided. That's my point.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
every person you know, if someone passes away, you'll remember that.
You'll know.
You'll know if something cancer, something happened
you'll
to
know
you.
who's going to get sick. Or
yeah.
the
See,
date of your
again,
own
I'm
death.
sticking to my guns. I prefer that, to know that, because again, what causes the anxiety is the unknown.
Yes, but there is like anticipation anxiety.
For sure.
If Judge sentenced you to prison today and he's like, hey, you got 30 days to make your affairs impossible. Like, dude,
You're freaking out.
Really, really stressful 30 days because you know what's coming up.
Yeah.
You know what
Again,
I
I think this is the point of this question, right? It's like, we don't know the circumstances, so you might regret your choice. I might regret
For
my
sure.
choice.
I think they both have pros and
Benefits,
cons.
yeah.
Yes, they both have pros and cons.
I mean, we could have said more like, you would lose your wife and kids if you went back. We didn't necessarily say that in the question, but
I am saying that. I'm saying that, and he's sticking to his guns. So, you know what I'm saying? That's
I
all.
mean, I get your point. Like, I think
What would be your choice?
I've heard my dad say, I've asked my dad, you wish you can go back to high school? And he's be like, yeah. And then as I've gotten older, I realized now that I have kids, if someone asks me that, you wish you can go back to high school and know what you know now? Oh, man, knowing that I have two kids and going back and not being able to see my kids, that's terrifies me.
So
yeah, no, that is rough. That is true.
Extremely
you're being
rough.
kind of
That's true.
cryptic here.
So-
what's your answer?
I don't know, bro.
Not fair.
There's no I don't know.
Not fair.
I don't know. I probably, because of my kids, I would probably go with
Attaboy.
knowing
Attaboy.
the future.
Again,
Like,
I think
the
there's
knowledge
a
from the
ton of
future.
benefits to that, man. Like,
Now, if I knew for sure if they said you can go back 10
But you
to your
can.
10, but you can meet Beth again, and if you just so happens to have kids, you'll have those two kids.
You can.
I might
though.
take that.
You can.
Yeah.
You have
you
all
could.
the knowledge of.
But I
when you
changed the
met
rules.
her
I changed
and
it.
all-
I
How
said
you can't change the rules.
I said that.
You can't change the
He
rules.
wasn't specific, so I changed it up, and you still stuck to your guns.
I think you can still set the exact path that you want because you have the knowledge of that path. You already know when to cut a left.
That's
when
the
to cut a
same
right.
logic I'm using, though. Me knowing what's going to happen, I could avoid that path.
But the difference is, you're talking about knowing destiny. You're talking about knowing everything you're gonna know from this point forward. Everything that's gonna happen this point forward. That's destiny. That's predetermined stuff.
You could
Going
argue
backwards, going backwards is a redo. You know what I mean? It's a difference.
So again, you see, you're changing the rules too.
I'm not changing
Because
anything.
nobody said
I'm
that.
pointing out your
so you're telling me
fallacy.
if I know that on Wednesday, August 2nd of 2035, I get in a car accident and I avoid that car, that I can't change the destiny?
No, because you'll be sitting in your house and a car is going to run into your house and hit you.
This is not Final Destination, guys. This is not Final Destination. It's not the butterfly effect.
The whole point is you can't cheat destiny. That was the whole point of the movie.
The point is you can't make
Can't
your own
cheat
path
destiny.
and find your wife and kids again.
That's not true.
I know my uncle used to tell me
That's
that all
not
the
true.
time. If you're
Being
afraid
very
to go in the
hypocritical.
ocean because of sharks, and you go on a boat, that boat's gonna sink if you're destined to die by a shark attack. He used to tell me that all the
I
time.
don't know. It's an interesting question, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I think that having the knowledge of the future, just with how my life has gone thus far, it's like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think maybe something that influences my decisions too is like, there's some rough
Of course,
rough
some
periods
stuff that
there.
you could do without.
I really wish that I could have went without. Again, you make a good point and made me who I am today. I agree with you. But sometimes I always do wonder who would I have been had I not done
You
that.
question if you did have a redo, a fresh start.
Yeah,
could you have
if I had
done
not
better?
been like a complete retard, like would I have gone to college? Would I have gone and become some, great thing in something? I don't know. I surely don't know.
That's the thing. We don't know. But
Yeah.
but the reality is like a lot of the stuff like sales ability stems from you being a hustler to be able to get the money to do the no
That's true.
stuff that you were doing.
That's very true.
It is, bro.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's true.
So that again, that changes your trajectory, and I think that tool that is such a massive benefit in life, being able to talk and sell.
But buddy, you forget. I'm taking all that with
I
me.
get it. Yeah,
so
you could
I'd be
create
selling stuff in high school.
Instagram. Again, it's like Hot Tub Time Machine. I love that movie. Such a good movie, dude.
Yeah, the
He
first
comes
one's
back
great.
and he's like the
First
creator
one's
of
great.
Google and stuff.
Lugal. He calls it Lugal.
I love that. I love that guy. That's a good question. That makes you think. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well
that's a good
done.
one. All right. Well, it's getting late. I'm getting tired.
Oh, dude, I've been struggling.
I'm getting tired. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in for another weekly episode. Like, share, comment,
Interact,
subscribe,
guys.
hit the bell. We're trying to be YouTube famous. So if you happen to see all of this on YouTube, share it with somebody else so they get to see it on YouTube. If you see us on Instagram, go follow us on YouTube. If you follow us on YouTube, go follow us on Instagram.
Just click some buttons,
it's
man.
it's a circle.
It's
a circle.
You never want to have corner.
It's a circle.
You go around and around.
All right, y'all.
Hopefully you know the reference.
Peace
Peace.
out. Bye.